What is up, y'all boys and girls? Back with another video. I don't know if you guys can tell. Probably can't tell by now. It's early morning, or I just woke up. Like, quite literally, I woke up like not even 2 minutes ago. I quite literally just woke up and picked up the camera and went right outside on the porch. Just so you know, to make sure I have the freshest of the fresh ideas on my mind at the top of the day. So, that being said, top of the morning to y'all. I believe I did have a topic that I really wanted to get into that's been big on my mind with the events in my life recently, and that being the whole idea of solitude. You know, being alone, being in your own space, kind of like I am now, just sitting on this porch, you know, away from any outside influences. And the whole reason why I bring up solitude is, you know, a lot of people think solitude to like focus on your own. The importance that I'm stressing on it is to really quiet the noise, you know, to really cut off all of the outside influence that could be affecting your decision making, and to really come back to yourself. You know, really come back to yourself and make sure that you're purely running off of your own thoughts, your own judgments, and what you want to do. Making sure that your creativity is at its fullest potential and your intuition is the most aligned. You know, just kind of putting the brakes on life and going into your own space so you can think. I've been thinking about it most recently, you know, especially in today's society, man. The brain rot is crazy, and I've been really just trying to distance myself, or like put some space between actual ideas that are gonna get me somewhere and the brain rot. You know, in this world, there are a lot of people who are just saying things. There's no purpose behind them. You know, it's almost kind of annoying because, like me, I'm a type of person who's really about substance. I like being around things that actually have substance. You know, it's something that I could actually gain, and it feels like it's worthwhile. But when people are just like saying shit, it kind of messes with my head. Like, it just knocks it off track of what I would rather be thinking about. And now I'm thinking about I got me thinking about like LeBron James or fucking just some random shit that does not really matter in the moment. Like, I look around and I'm like, why? Like, I'm not saying it's not good just to spark small conversation, you know, but it gets to a point where it's like, when all you're talking about is that doesn't correlate to anything that you're doing, you're really just wasting your breath. But I'm gonna come back and really start talking about solitude and embracing that, because that is something that I've seen that I should probably do more of. You know, growing up, I was always in my little group and always with somebody, but getting more into the idea of embracing solitude, I can really learn more about myself. Just watching this bug cut up. You ever just looked at a bug, got distracted? Solitude, you can really realign with yourself. You can start really getting into your own ideas and your own thoughts, and like I said, build your intuition. Solitude is always just a nice little practice to put in every once in a while to kind of remind yourself who you are and what you're doing. You know, if you're constantly out and surrounded by people, then eventually you'll be lost in the sauce. Quite literally, you'll be lost in the sauce. You'll be coated by everyone else's impulses and judgments, and eventually you won't even know what your own ideas are. So that's why I bring up solitude, mainly for me, because especially with this video journey, I gotta keep my ideas how they are and not really think about things that don't really matter, because I want to bring value to my videos. I want to bring actual substance that people could pick up. I actually want to bring something that people could actually use, and at the same time develop my own skills, so I can look back at it and know where I was, but also at the same time the ideas that I'm expressing, and remind myself of the mindset that I want to move with. Because when I'm done with this 60-day journey, I want it to just be something on my channel that kind of just expresses the mindset of who we are, kind of just how we do things before we get into all of the fun things we want to do. But, you know, especially if I want to continue, I think I'm going to have to practice a lot of solitude, even though I usually like being out with my friends a lot, you know, just doing something with someone else. But in a way, I think of it is it's to protect my vibration. If I'm putting myself out there in different vibrations, it's gonna mess up my frequency. But when I'm by myself, I can really tune my frequency to the highest vibration, or not even the highest vibration, but just the vibration that I'm looking to put out, instead of putting myself around the distractions that are just gonna knock me out of tune. That is really the main reason why I bring up solitude, just to stay on your purpose. It can even go back to, you know, just going in solitude just to simply find yourself. I saw something talking about like solitude and working on yourself, and it was like you're going in a cave to just mold yourself, and then when you come out and hit the light, it's like you're a brand new person. Yeah, day 21, I forgot to say, and it's so, the ideas are too fresh. I just, you know, I'm too locked in, man. I'm too locked in. I almost forgot to say day 21. I forgot to kind of mention the whole thing that we're doing here. But yeah, you know, I'm not telling you to cut everyone else. I'm really just thinking about removing myself, like not necessarily cutting other people off, but really taking myself out of the situation so that I could be in a different situation. Really, I know like solitude's not always obtainable. Like there are some places that you have to be at certain times because it's just a part of your life. But there's definitely time where you could be by yourself, you know. That's why I like the gym. I use it as my alone time. Or your morning routine, you could just instantly set that block for an hour where you're just by yourself, you know, doing things to get yourself ready for the day, or really just organize your thoughts. But yeah, you know, find just a good time block in your day where you could just sit with yourself, you know. A walk is a really good thing to do, to just be in your mind, and you're getting exercise at the same time. So I would strongly suggest that. Now, before I just start going in circles, I'm gonna end the video. I have a lot of editing to do, so that should be fun. Hopefully you guys are able to gain some type of insight or learn something. I hope it helps someone out. If not, it helped me out. Voice those ideas to myself and make them more concrete. Also, yeah, sitting in a seat that's right next to the seat that I usually do, just to switch it up. I know this is the third time on the porch. You know, if I don't get those mics tomorrow, I'll probably do the room just to switch up scenery. But yeah, I'm gonna do the outro. I love you guys. Love yourself. That's where it all starts. I can't stress that enough, but I'll say it every video.